Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Ayleen, and this is another Daily Dose of Medicine walk. And for those of you who are listening in on Blog Talk Radio, this is Healing House Radio. So, one more week left in my quarantine. And for me, it is, there's a lot that I'm getting caught up on. There's emails to catch up on. And usually when you get back from a trip, there's a bunch of emails. And I've got a big event coming up this weekend. So I'm, need to kind of be coordinating things for that. So it is a very good thing to be able to have the time to do that. And it's also, that kind of, when you get back from a trip, you want to be able to talk to people, you want to be able to, share about it. And I can only do that over the phone or on video chat or with you. So, that isolation piece. And if you haven't looked at the video about being an empath in isolation, I strongly recommend that you take a look at that. Another piece is that, when I'm talking to people and they're going through something rough and I'm kind of, working them through it, I wish I could be there right with them and give them a hug and be encouraging. But if anything, this whole process is teaching us that we don't have to actually be with someone to be able to interact with them. And it's important to be able to rely on things like our voice and our energy, because people can, even if we're just talking on the phone, people can feel your energy. Have you ever been on the phone with somebody and you can actually sense that they're like checking their text messages or they're watching something on TV or there's something else that, that they're focused on, and you can almost feel that sense of, okay, you're really not in sync with me here. So yeah, it can be tough, but it allows us to utilize more tools. Oh, hey Luna. And it helps us to be able to, reach out in a different way and not just count on that in-person contact. Luna's like, sniffing at my foot. It's like, well, you want to come up? Hey, you want to come up? Come on. Well, you don't. Okay. Luna's having a moment. But anyway, so remember that it's not just about being around someone. You can perceive, it's like, that thing where you suddenly get the feeling that, I really need to talk to a particular person, or somebody comes to mind, and you just really get a strong feeling that you need to connect with that person. And then you call them up, and right at that moment they say, oh my God, I can't believe you called me right now. I was just thinking about you, or I was just thinking I needed to talk to you. That connection still exists. As empaths, we are connected to those close to us, and we definitely can pick up wherever they're at, when they need us. And it is, it's kind of a sketchy thing at first. It's just either, it happens very intensely or it doesn't happen at all. As you develop in your empathic ability, you start to get more of a sense of that. And as you practice it more as a conscious choice, as a conscious tool, even to the point of, somebody comes to your mind and you close your eyes and you focus on them. And, you see them, you feel them in here. And you kind of, you want to do a check-in. And there's times when I will check in on people. And I'll just think about them, I'll focus on them, I'll take a breath, relax myself, and then just let the energy kind of move out and move forward. And I find them, and I check their energy. And, if there's something that I kind of feel is a little off, I give them a call. And it's amazing how often, I hear it's like, oh my gosh, you called me right when I needed to talk to you, or, I've been thinking about calling you. So empathy can be used definitely long distance. And, energy really has no limitations in that. You could be in that moment with that person, and they could be on the other side of the world. So make a point of practicing that. Practice connecting with people. Practice. I mean, just think about the person, and especially if it's someone close to you, you just kind of think about them and just be with them. Let the idea of that person just kind of fill your mind. Maybe you, if you're not, really clear on being able to focus, then start off with a picture and look at a picture of that person and focus on that. And then close your eyes, just focusing on that person's face, and then just feel. And any little fluctuation you start to get, because you'll start to notice like little fluctuations in your normal energetic flow. And and the other part of this, and we've talked about the fact that you need to make sure that you recognize your own energy autonomously. You need to know what your energy feels like when nothing else is influencing it. So that way, when you're doing exercises like this and you're focusing on someone, and and don't push it, don't like yeah, just breathe and just think about that person. Think about a wonderful encounter that you had with that person. Think about a very close moment that you had with that person, and just kind of relive that in your head. And what you'll find is that that helps you create your connection to them. So when you've got that connection, you're going to notice that there's a little bit something different about your energy and the way that it's moving through you, the way that it's flowing. It's like a little kind of a little blip. And that's your interaction point with their energy. So it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice to do this. But, it's something that if you practice it often and, and just do that connection piece, you're not like, trying to send a telepathic message. All you're doing is sensing their energy. And once you start learning how to do that, once you start really getting that connection set up, and it really is fun if it's somebody else who is a conscious empath. So if you know somebody who is also empathic, you can talk to them about it. You can say, hey, I'm going to see if I can create a connection. And, you could have that person, and then they try to send a connection back, which is really, really fun. So try practicing that, because that's a wonderful way to hone your empathic skills, to bring them more and more into your conscious control so that you can utilize them as a tool whenever you choose to. But relax with it. It's not something that is it's immediate. Allow it to flow. And the more you relax with it, the more you breathe with it, the more you detach from an outcome. Don't be so focused on getting an outcome, or don't be so focused on, trying to make it happen at immediately. We don't make empathy happen. It flows like a breath. And then you can even picture the tide going in and out in the water. And, that energy is like connect, back, connect, back. And then ultimately, you'll be able to reach that connection and hold it. And you may only be able to hold it for a couple of seconds, but then, you just kind of breathe with it, and hold on to that tiny little strand, but gently, very, very gently. It's almost like, feeling a butterfly in your hand. You don't want to try to grab it. Let it come to you. Create the bridge, create that little spark of a connection, and then let it flow towards you. And because if that person really needs to talk to you, they're going to pick that up energetically, and they will, their energy will flow towards you. So give that a try, and you can let me know in the comments how that works for you. If you need some extra tips on being able to do that, then please feel free to contact me. You can follow me on Twitter. You can connect with me through my Facebook group, Medicine Walk with Dr. Ayleen. You can leave comments on the video. And you can also reach me through my email address, which is in the description. If you like this video, if it resonates with you, if you think, hey, maybe it'd be kind of cool to learn to be a conscious, grounded empath, then please subscribe. That'll really help out the channel a lot. So, thank you for joining me. And as always, I wish you balance, and I wish you blessings from my heart to yours. Love you, and See you next time. Bye.